So you guys want to see the desk setup? Well, good, because I want to show it to you. Let's go take a look. Nah, I'm just kidding. We'll come back to these. What's going on, guys? James Shepard here, and in this video you guys are going to get a look into my personal desk setup as a student slash photographer and the things I use and the accessories I choose to kind of make it my own. Now before we get into it, I do want to mention that I am just starting out here on YouTube, so if you guys could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, and if you're feeling into it, subscribe. Now I'll stop rambling and let's just get into it. So the desk itself is the IKEA Linman table countertop in white, sitting on top of two sets of Alex desk drawer units. Now if you guys watch YouTube setup videos, you guys have probably seen this configuration before because it's very popular. However, I tried to add a few key elements to make it more my own and make it a little bit more unique from all the other YouTubers out there. So first off, I have the desk itself elevated on these small kitchen legs on top of the Alex desk drawer units. This, in my opinion, just makes the desk look a little bit more complicated and a little bit more modern, and I just think it looks cooler. Secondly, I have this monitor stand sitting on top of the desk. Now this I use as storage with these two drawers, and it's also where my monitor rests on top. This matches with the Alex desk drawer units as it's part of that same line of furniture. So powering the entire setup, I have my 15-inch 2017 MacBook Pro in silver, and that sits inside of this 12 South book arc. This allows me to come home, set it down, plug it into the monitor, and boom, I'm all good to go. Speaking of, I'm using this 34-inch IPS LED monitor from LG. Having such a wide monitor allows me to multitask much more efficiently while doing schoolwork by having several pages open simultaneously. It's also really effective when photo and video editing because it allows me to see an entire timeline that I can just scrub through effortlessly. So to go along with this setup, I'm using the Apple Magic Keyboard as well as the Magic Mouse as well as the Magic Trackpad. Now I use all three of these things, number one because they allowed me to go fully wireless, and number two because sometimes in certain situations it's easier to use a trackpad than it is to use a mouse, and sometimes it's easier to default to the mouse. Now underneath the mouse I'm using this silver aluminum mouse pad. This I think is really cool because it allows me to stick to that modern theme of the overall desk. Now I know a lot of you guys are going to be wondering about this TV above my desk. I know it's not a part of the desk setup itself, but just so you guys know, this is a 50-inch TV from Insignia, and I mainly use it to watch YouTube videos while I'm doing homework to provide some background noise. Every once in a while, I'll catch up on the most recent My Hero Academia episode, and in the slight chance that I have a little bit of downtime, I'll play some Xbox. So that's it for the main components of the desk, but what I think makes a desk more original and more unique and more suited towards you are the accessories that you choose to incorporate in your design. Now first off, I think the most obvious ones are going to be the lights behind the desk. These you could find for really cheap on Amazon. Almost everybody uses them in their desk setup now, and there's a reason for that. I think they add a really nice element to the overall environment, and it just makes it look really interesting. Now of course with these you can change the color, you can change the settings to suit you. For me, I choose red because the overall color scheme I'm going for is white, silver, and red. With the Teslas and everything, I just think it works really well together. Now this lamp over here on the edge is really cool because it has a couple of different interesting features that I feel like adds to the overall desk setup. Number one, it sticks to that white and silver aesthetic that I'm really going for, and the way you adjust the brightness levels is by dragging your finger along the base like this. Also, it has two USB ports on the back that I can use for charging whenever I want to leave something there by the door that I can just grab and go without forgetting. Typically, I'll leave like a portable charger there that I don't want to forget, and I can just take it with me that day. This lamp also doubles as a headphone stand for my Beats Studio 3, which I use quite often whenever I'm trying to drown out the sound of my little brother playing Call of Duty in the room right next door. A huge part of my life as a student is sitting in a class taking notes. Now in my opinion, there's no better way of taking notes than using the iPad Pro with the Apple Pencil. However, when I'm not in school, that iPad has to have a place to rest. So what I've done is I've taken this drawer and I've dedicated it as the iPad charging drawer. As you can see, I've wired the cable through the back to make it a little bit more convenient, and that's all that this drawer is used for. Now you guys may have noticed the high concentration of Tesla memorabilia on my desk. Now that's one thing that I really feel like adds to my desk and what makes it my personal desk. I'm a huge fan of Tesla. I'm a huge fan of their cars. I hope to own one day. That's my life goal. So I have a bunch of Tesla Hot Wheels on my desk to kind of show that I really love that and I like looking at them. And they're also the right colors. Now, of course, all of this white and silver can get really boring, so I've added these small little plants here and there to add a little bit of color and a little bit of variety. I think that these add a lot to the desk regardless of how small they are. I found that having a little bit of color and a little bit of green helps me to be more creative with whatever I'm doing. Now, over here on the side, I have my wireless charger that I use on my desk. This is a dual pad wireless charger, which means that I can charge 2 devices simultaneously, whether that's a pair of AirPods and my phone, 2 pairs of AirPods, or 2 phones. Whatever one I use it for, it allows me to charge 2 different things at the same time. Now over here on the other side of the desk, I have my Apple Watch charging stand that's actually capable of charging my phone, my Apple Watch, and my AirPods. However, most of the time it just houses the Apple Watch with the occasional visit of an AirPod case. So you guys saw these in the intro and I said that I would come back to them. These aren't reading glasses, these aren't glasses that I use to see. These are actually the blue light glasses that block out the blue light that comes from your computer and everything. I found that they personally work for me and I just keep them on top of my desk whenever I know I'm gonna have like a long work session. I just pop these on and I'm good to go. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button and hopefully you can take away 1 or 2 things from this video to implement into your own desk setups. Make sure to leave a comment down below with what you guys want to see next and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Peace!